Hey YouTube, it's Jake here from WSD Productions, and today I'm going to be showing you a very simple computer fix that can actually save you quite a bit of money. Now, like me, I believe that having two screens is always better than just having one. But some people, they don't have a desktop like I do, which is covered in crap. They just have a laptop. So what I'm going to do is show you how you can put in a display on your laptop using your device, which can be either a tablet, which I have down here, which I already have it installed on, my phone, which I'll be using in this tutorial, and my iPod, or any other iOS device, which I'm actually recording on at the moment. So what this then allows you to do is you can have two screens, just like mine, which, as you'll see the mouse there, it just goes over. Maybe they're not quite in line, as you can see, but it's close enough. And with this, you just select where it is, and you can just move your mouse, and it would go onto it. Currently it's not because the app's not open, but that's what it would do. So today I'm going to show you how to do it. This will also work on desktops, which I will be showing you in this, but really it's just a screen, and it is completely wireless. There's no cables, there's no extra attachments you need, just do the piece of software and the app. So, let's get started. Is you need to download the program which runs on your computer, and for this you need to go to the website that's in the description, which will let you download this iDisplay, which is the software that we'll be using. So what you do is, if you want it for your computer, depending on which one, there really isn't very much difference other than one's for Mac and one's for Windows, but really, well, in this I'm using Windows. So what you do is you download it, save it, and install it. It's just like installing any other program. There isn't anything extra, right? And then what you do is, if I just run it now, it's called iDisplay. Now usually it starts up once you've installed it, but because I didn't just install it, it won't. So then what will happen is, at the moment, nothing will happen. That's normal, don't worry. So what you do is, it should be down here, you have this new icon, which is the iDisplay logo, which you could see here in colour. Down here it is in black and white. Now what that tells you is that there is no device connected. What you can also see from the pop-up is it's showing your IP address and the port. And that can be done for manual connection on the device, or it's just a handy thing to know. And obviously you can set it to launch at startup through here, and there's all the streaming and stuff, which means that you can change the quality of it if you have a low connection. Except this isn't internet connection, just through connections. This is through your router. So most people's are very quick, but so I've just set mine. I recommend auto, because then you don't have to worry about getting this wrong. And obviously then you've got versions here, which is this 2.4.2, sorry, is the latest version which you can buy. Well, download, and obviously you can check for updates. It will usually check for them automatically, but you can manually pull for them there. And then you've got exit, which is always useful. And then disconnect is currently grayed out because there's nothing to disconnect, but whatever. So now what we need to do is download the actual iDisplay app for your mobile device. So if you're using it iOS, then you can just do it straight off the device. It's no different. You just search for iDisplay and it will come up. There is a full version which is like £4, and another version which is £2. I've only tried the smaller version. It's not actually £2, it's 69p, but even still, I've only used that and I don't like it. It's not very good, so I just can't be bothered with it. I just use it on my tablet and my phone in this tutorial. So what I'm going to do is go to the Google Play and show you the big problem. It's $2.99 on Google Play. Now, I will admit, I'm not one for buying things, as you probably haven't seen. I'm not. This kind of thing, for a screen like this, some people you might want to buy it because it's got a guarantee in it. It's got free updates for the app itself. That's all done instantly for $2.99. But if you're like me, then there won't be. I can't be bothered to pay this, so I'm not going to, and I didn't. So now what I'm going to do is tell you, or is actually give it to you. I've got this app, I didn't pay that, I downloaded it, and I'm going to let you download it by giving you this link. Now, it's literally just, in fact, if we find, okay, on here it is saying it's 2.5.1, and on this one is 2.4.3. Now that shouldn't, they will still work, but it's always, there's going to be some other features, which, like, in fact, here we go, bug fixes mainly, so it's all just bug fixes, which are always quite useful. What I will do is, once this tutorial is up, I will update the link to this newest version, if I can find it, and I will link that into the description. If not, then I will put this iDisplay 2.4.3 file, which is, as it's saying on the properties, is 1.38 meg, which isn't too much. It'll be hosted off Dropbox, so it should be quite quick. And all you've got to do is download that. So the next thing you need to do is you can't see anything here, but you need to connect your phone just via a USB cable into your computer. Now if I load up my computer, I have my phone here. Now with me, I always have, for these things, I have it in not that folder. Right, now I have found exactly where it is meant to be, which was in fact the first place, but either way, I'm OCD about having things sorted. All you do is, if I load up this, you just take, let's just shrink this so you can see everything. You just take the iDisplay APK and drag it into your phone. And it's already in there. I'm just going to drag this one in as well because I need to install that one as well. There. Once you've done that, you just need to unplug your phone. You can close anything else, and it's done. Now, the rest of it I'm not going to show you in this tutorial, which is how to install the APK. If you don't know how to do it, then I will do a tutorial. There'll be a link in the description and a little hover thingy over the screen right about now, or a tutorial how to do it. But other than that, I'm not going to tell you. I just expect you to find it. I will do a tutorial eventually though, very soon. So now what we're going to do is switch over to my phone, install the APK, which I'm going to show you how to do. I'll do it right now and show you how to use the app. So let's go. Right, so now that we have the software installed on my phone, I can now show you how to use it. So I have it installed inside this folder. Sorry for the really bad camera quality, but if you can slightly recognise it, which you kind of can, it's this little one here, which you should be able to see the iconic logo. It's not really iconic, but whatever. All you do is you run it. Just simply run it. Now at the moment it's saying no connections because I haven't got the client running on my computer, which if I now do run it using, if I could spell it right, iDisplay, it is now running. This is something which most people should already know, but might help. It might pay to have your Wi-Fi turned on, which at the moment I don't. Right, and here it is. We have custom computer just sitting right there, and it's not, well, actually I lie, all you do is, if whichever one you want to connect to, just click on it. Now there is, at the top, connect via USB. I've never actually got that to work. It's never quite functioned properly. I'm not quite sure what it's used for, but to be fair, if you can use it wirelessly, you might as well. It makes no difference. All you do is run it, and if you now look on the recording screen, you can see this new pop-up HTC One S trying to connect to my screen. So you can deny it, allow it, and this just adds security so no one taps into your computer screen when you don't want it to. Now you can click always allow, allow once, or deny. Now for this I'm going to select always allow because it's my phone. So if I do that, you'll suddenly see the resolution change. And if I get rid of this, everything you can see down here, hovering over, there's no things, it's all simple. But it says on here, you might not be able to read that, you might also be able to. Its connection is successful, you may move items to secondary monitor now. If you click OK, this is processing. Right, now what you do not realise is my phone actually started like glitching. It took about 5 minutes on that processing logo and still did nothing. So what I'm doing now is I'm switching over to my tablet, because then you can actually, hopefully, see it working. Now, for some reason, there's a glitch on this. I have to restart iDisplay. And you can see, if I unlock the tripod, you can see it there coming up as custom PC. So now, if I actually run that, hit to connect, you'll see in the computer everything goes simple again, and this pop-up thing will come up. And if that does come up, ignore it, it's almost meant to be there, it's kind of not, but whatever. Okay, now you probably can't see that, but that's the dreaded processing logo. No, I'm having a guess that it's something to do with the recorder, so I can't actually show you it on my screen, but what I can do is show you it without a screen recorder, just using a camera, which is what I'm going to do now. Right, so for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to be using my tablet on this, because my phone is a really small display and you wouldn't see it on this. So I've got this screen, that screen, and this experimental one down here, which, if I just run iDisplay, which I have already installed on here, the same version as it was on my phone. Right, now what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to show you the manual display. What you do is, when you do, you get this nice window which says enter IP address and port. And if you don't know what it is, then what you need to do is just go down to this little icon here, and it tells you here the IP address and the port. So all you do is type them exactly as you see them into there. So I already know mine. And then the port, which will always be the same. The IP address will change depending on your computer, but mine's frozen, which is 53432. So if I just enter that, which is coming up there, and hit connect, well actually I just hit the enter button, which made it shrink, and if I hit connect, right, then everything's gone back to the simple graphics. This thing comes up, which it just comes up every time on mine, and you should, if I actually move this out of the way, you see everything's gone back to simple. If you hover over anything, that usually you get a display up, it's all simplified, and there's no No, I'm using on my keyboard here, Windows, and Tab, there's no 3D. If I focus on the keyboard, there's no 3D scrolling. It is literally simple. But, on the plus side, you do have a, in my case, third-ish display. Which, if I take my mouse here, if I load up, let's say, I don't know, let's just load up a text document. Oh, fine, let's load up the calculator then. Right, I have it here. All I do is if I want it. Now, I've set mine up using the display arrangement tool down here, which you get to a bit like that. Display arrangement, and I've set it. I've got my two screens already, which, as you can see, is the layout roughly. And then I have the phone, which it does look, yes, like an iPhone, but it is in fact, it does, if this focuses, it does mean this. So obviously you can like move that wherever you want, but I just leave it just under that, because as you can see, that's exactly where it is. You just click apply, and click OK. So now I can take this, because it was set down, you just move it down, and it's vanishing. Now usually it would, I think it just stops, but what I can see on this, well, in fact no, it's just actually stuck down, but here it is. Just on there, obviously you can see the mouse is on there. It is a little bit laggy, but it's not too bad. Obviously, like, it's all exactly the same. And there is one incredibly cool feature on this. Because it's a tablet, and because someone very, very clever thought it's touchscreen, therefore we can touch it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. It's all really easy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you it on a web page by using obviously the greatest website, which is obviously our YouTube channel, which is now loaded up on there like that. And obviously you can, I think it's 3 fingers actually, yeah, 3 finger scroll, which is quite cool. Obviously you've got zooming, like all the buttons are completely like touch sensitive. I'm not actually going to move left because there's a video that we're making. I'm not going to show you because you can stay tuned for that. So, and you've got that. If you tap with 2 fingers, you get this menu, you get disconnect, show hints, show keyboard, about and settings. Show hints is basically the controls. If I load that menu up, you've got the keyboard and settings. If I show you these settings, they aren't very difficult. Automatically connect, resolution, and battery level. Now the battery level widget I turn off because I don't really like it. Because what it does is it puts this little, if my screen focuses, there we go, it puts that little battery thing, which is quite annoying because there's already a battery icon down here. So it kind of defeats the point, which is why I have it turned off. And then there's the resolution, which you can just pick for yourself. There are only 3 though, so pick wisely. Obviously you can change them afterwards. So see, it's not very difficult. Obviously, if I click play. Hey YouTube, it's Jake here from Productions, and today I'm going to be showing you another Minecraft tutorial on how to use the very neat. Yeah, it's all really easy. That was coming in my computer speakers though, not the tablet's one. This is literally just a screen. So, that's it for this tutorial. If you have any other questions, comment below and we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. There will be download links in the description for everything you saw in this tutorial. And see you in the next tutorial. Bye.